Why would a terror suspect reach out for support to the Gandhi family? तो ऐसा क्या है कि आतंक फैलाने वाले अब कांग्रेस से सहारा मांग रहे हैं?
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and thank you for tuning in to a brand new episode of The Nation Wants to Know, and I'm Deepti Sachdeva. The Nation and even I today want to know what is so special about Rahul Gandhi. We are not surprised that Yasin Malik's wife has written a letter to Rahul Gandhi. Not surprised. But what is so special about only Rahul Gandhi that Yasin Malik and his family believes that he is the only one who can help them? How is it that Yasin Malik can grant any mercy? What is this rishta called? You know, on your screens, again, are images not just of Yasin Malik, but of the Congress's Rahul Gandhi, who's also the LoP. Because think of this. When you are in a problem, when you are in a situation, you know, the first phone call that you make, the first message that you send, the first letter that you write is clearly to someone that you believe can really help you. So how is it that Yasin Malik and his family believes that Rahul Gandhi is that person? They do not write a letter to Prime Minister Modi. They do not write a letter to the Home Minister Amit Shah. They do not write a letter to Rajnath Singh. They do not write a letter to the President, who can grant mercy. They do not write a letter to the CJI D.Y. Chandrachud. No, they only think about Rahul Gandhi. Now, why is that? For a moment, just think. Because ever since this story has come forward, the only question that matters is why Rahul Gandhi. But then you will realize that there is a history. Now, in history, if you look at names and all terror sympathizers, all terror enablers, all Bharat Betas, like Afzal Guru, like Yaqub Memon, like Burhan Wani, and now Yasin Malik, everyone, you've seen the Congress and its ecosystem really bleeding for them. But before I tell you more about this letter that has been written by Yasin Malik's wife, who is, remember, a Pakistani, but she writes a letter to the Indian LoP Rahul Gandhi. I want you just to take about a minute, just about 60 seconds, to listen in to India's Veer Nari. Her name is Nirmal Khanna. Now, Nirmal Khanna ji and her husband, who is India's Braveheart, Squadron Leader Ravi Khanna, along with 3 officers of the Indian Air Force, remember, were killed by this very same man, that you see on your screens, the JKLF chief, Yasin Malik. He is also responsible for the murder of hundreds and hundreds of Kashmiri Hindus. So he has blood on his hands. Now, she has a message for Rahul Gandhi. Yasin Malik's wife writes a letter to Rahul Gandhi, and Nirmal Khanna ji has a message for Rahul Gandhi. Listen into what she says before we open this up.
राहुल जी से ये प्रार्थना है, विनम्र प्रार्थना, बेटे, यासीन मलिक की वाइफ, बाय द वे, हु इज शी? उसकी क्या से होनी चाहिए? जो यासीन मलिक जिसके हाथ खून से सने हुए हैं कश्मीरी पंडितों के लिए और हमारी फौजों के लिए। राहुल जी भी बहुत प्यारे हैं, तभी तो लोग, भोला बच्चा है ना जिसको अप्रोच करता फिरता है हर कोई। अरे भाई, शैतान भी अप्रोच करेंगे, हैवान भी करेंगे, जानवर भी करेंगे, एवरी मॉन्स्टर विल कम टू हिम। क्यों? उनको अपना द्वार इतना खुला नहीं रखना चाहिए कि हर कोई आके मुंह मार जाए। थोड़ी मेहरबानी करके सोचें, विचार करें, और ये सवाल पार्लियामेंट में कभी नहीं उठना चाहिए।
So she has a message for Rahul Gandhi. Will Rahul Gandhi listen? I do not know, but I am still very, very curious, and I'm even concerned that how is it that one after the other you have all these people who waged a war against India, who waged a war against Bharat, only believe that Congress and its ecosystem can help them. Let's quickly say good evening to our panel of guests joining us. We have Kamruzaman Chaudhary, who's a political analyst. He does lean towards the Congress. Ahmad Ayazji, who's a political analyst. He does lean towards the National Conference joining us. Lalit Ambardarji is a renowned activist here, and he has again some very strong opinions on the entire issue. Also waiting for Charu Pragya, the BJP's national spokesperson, to join us. But Kamru, I have to ask you, why only you? Why only the Congress? Why only Rahul Gandhi? We are not surprised. But for how long? What will Rahul Gandhi do?
Deepti, it's a matter of great concern that a channel like you is putting up an issue which is not an issue. Somebody or anybody can write a letter to the leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi. Deepti, can you please correct the echo, please?
Yes, we'll just fix that.
Anyhow, it hardly matters who writes a letter. Who writes that? Even you know the IPS officer who has been sentenced to life in Gujarat, Mr. Sanjeev Bhatt, he had also written to Narendra Modi when he was not the Prime Minister of the country. There are instances when people have been termed urban laxals in this country, like Sheila Rashid. Now she is the the blue-eyed girl of the Narendra Modi administration in Kashmir, praising day in and day out. So the perception of the entire issue that somebody's wife is writing to the LoP, it hardly matters. What matters will be whether LoP, Rahul Gandhi
I hate to come in here, but wait, she's not somebody's wife. She's Yasin Malik's wife. Someone who's waged a war against the country. Someone who has blood on his hands. And I'll tell you why only the Congress. Because, there is another response of Nirmal Khanna ji, where she speaks to the agency ANI. And where she says कि कांग्रेस ने कई बार ऐसे लोगों का समर्थन किया है, कांग्रेस ने उनका साथ दिया है, इसलिए बार-बार ये लोग कांग्रेस को याद करते हैं. Kamru, that is the problem. Let me just name only 4 people here. Shashi Tharoor said Afzal's hanging was wrong. Digvijay Singh, he said on the Yaqub Memon issue, the credibility of the government and the judiciary is at stake because they had an urgency in executing the entire verdict. Saifuddin Soos, again, your Congress compatriot, he said, would have been better had you kept Burhan alive and engaged him in a dialogue. There is a problem, Kamru. Whether you accept this or not, there is a real problem.
No, the problem is in your perception. Whether Rahul Gandhi, the Congress party or other political parties will toe the line of the Bharatiya Janata Party and the deep state ecosystem, that is a question that nobody wants to debate now. Because it's the ultra nationalist party that is the Congress, and that's what ideology I subscribe to.
Okay,
Yasin Malik is serving
you say
a life in prison,
you are an ultra nationalist party. Tell me something. Okay, I accept everything. Kamru, I accept everything you are saying. On our screens are also images of that very infamous meeting between Dr. Manmohan Singh and Yasin Malik. There is also a buzz that a meeting happened between Sonia Gandhi and Yasin Malik. But again, like I said, I do not know whether that was a conspiracy theory, a meeting happened or not. But Kamru, be that as it may, it has been at least a few hours since this news in the public domain. Why does the Congress not put out an official version? Why don't you say that no mercy for Yasin Malik, no mercy for someone who has carried forward a Hindu genocide? Why has the Congress not said and done that?
Some of the things are best to be ignored. We don't care a damn about what these letters say or who has sent this letter. There are thousands of letters coming to our leaders of the party. So does, I believe, the Bharatiya Janata Party's leaders also receive such letters. But how many are on an action taken mode? That needs to be seen. If Congress party had acted on it, then I believe you can have put me on the cross tonight. But I doubt it that it's going to have any reaction from the Congress party, and we don't want to react to the propaganda of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Look, the Rahul Gandhi has not issued a statement. Look, the Congress party is harboring the terrorists who have been condemned by the court.
Did you pull up Shashi Tharoor? The answer is no. Did you pull up Digvijay Singh? The answer is no. Did you pull up Saifuddin Soos? The answer is no. Before I get in, Charu to respond. Wait. Kamru, before I get Charu, I have to get in Lalit here. Because you're saying tons of letters comes in. He's Rahul Gandhi, is the LoP Lalit. Why should the Congress worry? It is Yasin Malik and his family's problem that they believe that Rahul can help them. Rahul does not care, is what they say.
Okay. Prior to answering your question, I just want to refer to what you said initially. Ye rishta kya kehlata? That's very important and very pertinent. You have to understand, Congress succumbed to Jinnah's two-nation theory and that 16th August 1947 massacre of Hindus by his Razakars in Bengal, where for days and weeks the Hindu corpses were being eaten by vultures, and we agreed to partition. And then we did it. What we did, we knew that Pakistan was created by India-born Muslims who betrayed their motherland in the name of Islam because they wanted to create a separate Muslim country for in the name of two-nation theory. So Pakistan was created for Muslims, and we abandoned poor Hindus and Sikhs to the mercy of Pakistani jihadists, whose population was 24% in 1947. It is now reduced to 2% in Pakistan. And what did Jawaharlal Nehru do? He signed the pact with Liaquat Ali Khan. It's called infamous Nehru-Liaquat Ali Pact. You know what does that pact say? You take care of our minorities, we'll take care of your minorities. Hindustan mein the minorities have doubled in population, whereas look at the population, what the Hindus and Sikhs are undergoing in Pakistan is continued genocidal persecution. Number one. Number two, the Congress they said officially we don't agree by the two-nation theory, but at the Seri Congress gave Sheikh Abdullah in Kashmir sheikhdom via the obnoxious piece of constitutional arrangement called Article 370, and you had this led to Kashmir Jihad and Kashmir Hindu genocide. Now this lady is not an ordinary lady, by the way. Let me remind your audience also about it. This lady is the daughter of a very senior Muslim League leader. She was planted in Kashmir through this stooge of Pakistan. And JKLF, what is JKLF? Jammu Kashmir Liberation Front. It was deliberately invented English progressive looking name to appease, to take the support of India's left liberals and communists. And it succeeded, they succeeded. They are jihad apologists. They never speak against Kashmir jihad. And then this man, when he was decimated, his cadre was decimated less by our Indian forces, by again the second group of Pakistanis, that was Hizbul Mujahideen. It was internecine war. And this man
Lalit, tell me one little thing. Why do you think that Yasin Malik's wife, who's a Pakistani, has chosen to write to Rahul Gandhi? Is Rahul Gandhi that powerful? Ultimately, Narendra Modi, is the Prime Minister. Who's Rahul Gandhi? Is the LoP?
I'm telling you 10 seconds.
Yes.
आपने बोला ना रिश्ता क्या है? I'm just kidding. Just give me 20 seconds. I'll complete it.
Yes, go on.
Just because there is something more related to it. And I said she has a political connection and connections with ISI in Pakistan, deep state in Pakistan. Listen, just during the campaigning was on in Kashmir during the recent elections, the Pakistan's Defense Minister Khwaja Asif, he gave an interview to Hamid Mir. Hamid Mir is not, he's not an ordinary journalist. He is a messenger between ISI and he has been with Osama bin Laden. So he tells him on Article 370, we are on the same page with Congress and National Conference.
Yes. And
he gave a message through the interview that the vote should be poured in favor of these two parties.
You are
imagine,
right.
All those Jamaat Islami cadre and ex-separatists, they didn't get any vote, their votes were transferred. And let me tell you, this man has said openly to Tim Sebastian on head-to-head BBC that he killed non-combatant Air Force officers. You are referring to Mrs. Nirmal Khanna. Her husband, squadron leader Khanna, was one of them. And these people, they danced over the dead bodies of these people. And this man has been responsible for founding Pakistan's Kashmir Jihad that saw Kashmiri Hindu genocide, where the tools of genocide were rape, murder, and mass murder. I recall one, Sarra Bhatt. She was killed, raped and killed by these JKLF goons. Her naked body was thrown on the street with JKLF marked on her dead body with cigarette bits. This is JKLF, and this he had an access to.
Lalit, still when you talk about this, we get goosebumps. We get goosebumps. So if, the Congress and Kamru believes that this is just another letter that has come to Rahul Gandhi and, koi farak nahi padta. I think there is a huge problem, but I want to see if Ahmed Ayazji sees a problem here before I get Charu into the conversation. Ahmed Ayazji, is there a problem that Rahul Gandhi is the only one who's remembered by Yasin Malik? Maybe not the Abdullahs, even though, Abdullahs today rule Jammu and Kashmir?
Before Before that, I would like to clarify that I'm not an NC member, not I'm their spokesperson. Coming to the question of today's Rahul Gandhi is being written by the wife of Yasin Malik, of course, a very important issue, and questions can be raised on the issue. But to me, it looks that everybody believes that India is a democratic country, and everybody is free to express whatever he or she feels to.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
It is
what are you saying?
Beyond.
No. What are you saying, sir?
I am coming.
Are you saying Yasin Malik has all the right in the world to call for mercy? Should he be pardoned? Is that what you're saying? Or you believe he needs to hang? He needs to rot in the Tihar jail
everybody
right now?
has a right. No, everybody has a right to appeal. Nobody can deny that. Nobody can tell him that why to appeal. Everybody is free to appeal. The point is, it all depends whether appeal is accepted or not. That depends upon...
Who is Rahul Gandhi to accept an appeal?
Here the question is,
I
why
don't
Rahul
understand
Gandhi?
this.
That's important.
Who is Rahul Gandhi to accept an appeal? Why has he written to Rahul
That's
Gandhi?
what I'm...
Is he above the constitution? Is he above the
Absolutely,
Samvidhan?
that
is
you
he
can
above
ask.
the law of the country?
That question...
And then Kamru says it's an ordinary letter going in.
That question you can ask.
No, sir. Where is the question of mercy? I don't understand.
Why
Did you hear Nirmal Khanna ji? She has an appeal.
No, why? Because
she also has an appeal for Rahul Gandhi. She has said कि देश के साथ खड़े रहिएगा. देश के साथ खड़े रहिएगा. मेरे पति को भूल जाइए, लेकिन देश के बारे में सोचिए. Is what she has said.
The wife of Yasin Malik has a right to appeal anywhere, everywhere. Now that why Rahul Gandhi, that is a question. Possibly she has appealed to Rahul Gandhi. I don't know what are the contents of the letter, but just because perhaps she has felt that he is in a democratic setup, he is a generous person, he is a person
who
has...
Oh my God, he's a generous person. We are in a democracy, so let's pardon Yasin Malik. Exactly. No, Charu, exactly the stories that were weaved on Afzal Guru, Yaqub Menon, Burhan Wani. Charu.
Congress party.
Charu, will the government act? Because India and Bharat cannot tolerate this. Something needs to be done, no, Charu?
Deepti, listening to this entire debate, I cannot tell you how angry I'm feeling right now. I'm not feeling angry at Yasin Malik or his wife. I'm feeling angry at these Indians, even today, who are ready to defend him. Let me tell you something. India has 790 members of parliament combining both our houses. Out of all these people, a terrorist's wife chooses Rahul Gandhi to write a letter to. What is it that Rahul Gandhi and his party has done to encourage such a deed? Let me tell you, Rahul Gandhi and his entire party, everybody, they were the ones who said for Yaqub Menon our courts can open even past midnight. They were happy to sign a mercy petition for another terrorist. They are the ones who go abroad, who go to the United States of America, and in his most recent visit, Rahul Gandhi says, floats a narrative that minorities are not safe. In fact, Sikhs are not safe, encouraging the Khalistani movement to pick up his statement to further their cause. More terrorists aligning with Rahul Gandhi. After that, you have to also understand that Yaqub Menon is not merely a terrorist. He's a terrorist who's admitted to his guilt on live television, international television. He has admitted to murdering maybe hundreds of Hindus in Pakistan, in Kashmir in the 90s. He's admitted to murdering our Air Force officers.
Yes,
and
Malik you're talking
he did
about.
it on camera. In spite of that, we had a prime minister in our country, then Dr. Manmohan Singh. He had a prime minister welcoming him, appointing him as some kind of a VIP dignitary, shaking hands with him. And all these people were given an ecosystem where they could flourish. They were given an ecosystem where they were happy to live the kind of VIP lives that they were living. Even after the terror attack on Mumbai 26/11, what did the Congress party and their leaders do? They did paper pushing.
Yes, and if I'm not wrong, in 2007, no, Charu, Kamru, you must remember this. In 2007, you had Yasin who shared the stage with Hafiz Saeed in Pakistan. What did the then UPA government
I'm not
do?
done, though.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Hafiz Saeed, of course.
What did you do, Kamru?
But I'm adding on. I'm adding on
Yes.
here. I'm adding on. And I'm reminding everybody that these are the same people where
Deepti,
Sonia Gandhi is shedding
one thing-
tears over
Yes.
Batla House.
Okay,
I am
I'll
sorry.
let
If you
Kamru
think
quickly
that this
respond.
is
10
just
seconds,
some
Kamru.
movie-
Yeah, Deepti, one thing I'd like to ask my dear friend Charu Pragriya out here. Does she consider Sheila Rashid as an urban laxel? as
Are
a
you
separatist?
comparing a
Yes
Yasin
or
Malik
no?
with a Sheila Rashid?
The same Sheila
What are you
Rashid.
doing? Kamru, what is so difficult
No, I'm
about
comparing-
Yasin Malik?
no,
I mean,
I'm
I don't
comparing-
understand. If
comparing
you
the
believe that
engineer-
Yasin Malik must be granted a pardon, do you
No,
believe
that's
Yasin
where
Malik
where's the problem
is a peace apostle? Is he a Gandhian?
No, there is... No, let me just remind you, there was one engineer who is an MP from Jammu and Kashmir. He was lodged in the jails of Uttar Pradesh or in Tihar jail. Why was he released just before the Jammu and Kashmir
Does
Assembly
that
election?
justify?
Do you consider him as a separatist?
Does that justify multiple of your leaders only speaking for terrorists? It does not. No, Kamru.
No, Deepti, that exposes the hypocrisy of the ecosystem. That
Okay.
exposes the hypocrisy of the ecosystem.
Okay,
One way
I
you
just
will want
have
to
run out of
vilify the
time,
Congress
Lalit. Maybe just 5 seconds. 5 seconds,
Give
Lalit.
me 10 seconds, please.
Only 5 seconds,
Listen,
yes.
I want to convey to BJP in the name of Kashmiriyat, Insaniyat, and democracy, Jamhuriyat, they have led the nation into a trap. Next resolution in the Jammu Kashmir Assembly will be about release of this man included as a political prisoner. I don't know whether he can, but why is he alive? Why is he alive? He's not being tried for the genocide of Kashmiri Hindus. He has been convicted only for money laundering.
Yes.
He should have been hanged 20 years
I
ago.
think
If
it's a very,
Congress
very
had
important
patronized him,
debate, yes. And Charu, only for word of time, but that's a very valid question that has been raised by Lalit. Lalit, we promise we'll keep asking that question and track that story. I'm thanking Charu and all gentlemen for joining us. I want to see what will Rahul Gandhi say. Will Rahul Gandhi respond to Yasin Malik, or will he choose to ignore it and make this a new normal? We're heading into a quick break. On the other side, back with more.